This is our BBC.
What time of day is it? 8 minutes to 1 o'clock, folks. Tuesday in this programme means we touch base with one of our digital specialists. We're delighted that Professor Kevin Curran from the Ulster University of Magee is with us. Kevin, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Kevin, listen, YouTube, there's so much of stuff that you and Catherine send us that I find hard to get my head around, right? You've spotted that YouTube are using AI. We've just been chatting to Andrew about that in terms of its power to edit our videos. And they're talking about the bending of reality. Now, why do ordinary folk who watch YouTube on the sofa for an hour a night, Kevin, need to worry about that kind of stuff? Or do they?
Well, it's the BBC who have found this. Yes. Because increasingly, I'm finding, and my son and anyone I talk to, that a lot of the content on YouTube is AI generated. And we just wish it would label it as so. It's not that we don't want the article. If it's a very good summary and it's just using voice, that's fine. But increasingly, so much of it is, and of course the fake stuff as well, is AI generated. And we just simply want a label there telling us whether or not there's a human behind this or it's AI generated, because AI does make a lot of errors where I would trust a human more because they have more to lose rather than someone using AI. And again, at the end of the day, they could be anywhere in the world and they're doing it for ad content generation and to earn money. And the problem here is it's kind of like upscaling the videos that YouTubers are posting videos, especially on shorts at the moment. That's where YouTube are testing it, on the shorts, the shorter videos. And the scaling makes them look AI. And, you know, one user, for instance, saying, look, it looks like I had makeup on, and even the voice can be changed. And that's not good, because when you upload a video, you know, you're either happy with your video and you upload it, and you don't want it to be modified by YouTube. And you know what? I'm suspicious here, and I'm not generally, but I think YouTube may have a rationale here, rather trying to make all videos look AI generated. In other words, you cannot tell in the future whether. Yes, I think there's an agenda here, but you know, hopefully I'm wrong.
Kevin,
but
I bet you're like an awful lot of listeners. There's about 6 cards have just fallen. I watch YouTube, and I've just realised. I've just put 2 and 2 together. How do we not know? So I get what you're saying, that they've been AIing the voices for a long time. So say it was talking about you on a YouTube video. The over guy would sometimes say, and then Professor Curran from Ireland, you know, and clearly the AI can't read your name properly. And we go, that's AI. But there was that shark the other night, and I was going, that's the most amazing great white shark footage I have ever seen. Clean out of the water, onto the boat. And then I stepped back and went, hold on a second. And there was no sense of it being AI. And then I had the brains to sort of take a breather and go, that's not real. And you're right, there's no differentiation on the platform to tell you that.
No, there isn't. And on Facebook 2 days ago, I was looking at the story, came up on my link, and it was about Rory McIlroy meeting this kid in the stadium. She was trying to earn money for maths classes, and then, of course, Rory McIlroy came along, funded her all the way, and there you have a lovely photo of Rory in a suit and her at the graduation ceremony. And then I just looked closely, and I could see the misspelling, which is notorious for Gen AI, and the whole story was fake. And it's just so annoying, because I wasted a few minutes reading the story, and it's just a complete lie, and someone is just doing it for their ad money as well. And
but there's problems. But Kevin, there's problems there reputationally, because people coming into work the next day, maybe going, golf fans will be going, do you see Rory with the wee girl? Wasn't that lovely? And you're completely misinformed. You're talking about nonsense, and you don't even know yourself. Your man Rick Beato, I watch him on YouTube sometimes. He teaches people how to make music and to look at how to break songs down and play them on the guitar and all the rest. And they've been fixing up his face. Why does Rick Beato's face matter then, Kevin?
Yeah, I watch a lot of his stuff too. Again, but it's just the fact that we have distortion going on here, and no one was asked for permission really. And you know, I have no problem if there was an option for AI to make me look better looking or whatever else, take away the wrinkles. But I want to be in control of that, and I don't like a lot of people. Don't like the fact that YouTube have just rolled this out without asking and upscale people's videos and made them look more artificial.
Mm-hmm. I get it. And so your thing is, we'll not make more real stuff artificial. We'll just make everything artificial. At which stage I stop work. But Kevin, you know what? Isn't it I love the DIY thing about YouTube, and look, they're not huge accounts. There's a guy in Cavan, I think, called I Farm, We Farm, and he's never going to be AI because he's fixing his tractor and he's painting it and he's digging a hole for the post, and nobody's ever going to AI him, or are they?
Oh, I don't know.
He's brilliant. I can't remember. I don't know, maybe the team or whatever. I don't know what his name is, but he's the most honest to goodness soul, and he knows everything about everything.
Yeah, only a fool makes predictions about technology in the future.
No. Oh my goodness, I know what you're saying. And the people doing up houses, you can't AI that. There's one called the Irish Homestead, Manchester couple over here doing up a wee house, Leitrim or somewhere. And it's just the simple things in life. Maybe that's where we're bound here, Kevin. Just Rick Beato going, look, here's 3 chords and a bit of truth, and we don't need AI for this nonsense. That's where I'm going anyway.
It is, yeah. I feel sorry for younger people, and especially people whose brains are forming as well, and you know that they're going to be duped a lot more easily than us. It's not that we can't be duped either, but we kind of have critical thinking by our age, and we kind of tell, okay, well, that doesn't make sense really. But for young people, unfortunately, their heads are going to be filled with a lot of rubbish, and it'll take them years before they figure out, oh my goodness, that was completely made up.
Kevin, I've learned more in that 3 minutes that I've learned in a month watching blooming YouTube. Appreciate that, Kevin, today. Professor Kevin Curran there from the University. So check out when you're watching, even Kevin says particularly YouTube shorts, are they even real? Rick Beato says, I didn't look right. It was like, man, my hair looks strange. And the closer I looked, it almost seemed like I was wearing makeup. Look, he's only playing a guitar and talking about music, but you can see the seriousness of that potentially when it gets into finance, when it gets into politics, when it gets into... you name it. Right, folks, I will be back in 10 minutes to talk about Inishbofin, the beautiful island there just up north of Maharorty, beautiful part of the world. But what about cows helping corn cricks? Is that returning to a traditional thing? I mean, how does a cow know not to walk on the eggs of the corn crick, or on the corn crick for that matter? Listen, I'll be back. I'll be talking about Oakfest in this programme today as well, just across the border there down by Lifford. So you can phone the programme 0300 123 1001, or as I've often said, the email for the team is patterson@bbc.co.uk. Back in 10 minutes. It's 1 o'clock.